It's Morphin time! Hey guys, I'm Brian Alma and welcome to episode 2 of Brian Alma Reviews, the review so I review anything and everything. Now, as you can tell, I'm wearing some special sunglasses today because I'll be doing a review on some of the Power Rangers items today. Some of them are the two movies that were released, the Drive Max Megazord from Operation Overdrive, but I'll also be reviewing a Super Sentai changer from Tokumen Sentai Go Buster to Morphin Brace. Now, before I begin, let me explain the whole Power Ranger phenomenon slash Super Sentai. First things first, let's start with Super Sentai because I am doing the Super Sentai changer and not a whole lot of people know what Super Sentai is. Super Sentai is what Power Rangers is adapted from. It started back in the 70s with Hizumi Sentai Go Ranger, and the current Super Sentai series is Reza Sentai Tokucha. Now, one of the items that I'll be reviewing, the Morphin Brace, comes from the 36th Super Sentai series, Tokumen Sentai Go Busters. Now, as you know, Power Rangers came to the US back in '93, started with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But but it was adapted from Super Sentai. My Movie Power Rangers seasons 1, 2, and 3 were adapted from Koryu Sentai Jew Ranger, Gosei Sentai Dai Ranger, and Ninja Sentai Kaiju Ranger, respectively. Now, in the 3 seasons, you saw things change. The biggest notable change was in season 2 and 3, where 1, the Thunderswords was used, and 2, the White Ranger suit was different from all the other ones. That's because they used the Die Ranger suit for Tommy instead of the whole team. As season 3 went on, you saw a little bit of things from Ninja Sentai Kaiju Ranger, such as the Ninja and Sogen Zords, as well as Ninjor. And you also saw the Kaiju Ranger suits when they were used for Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. Now, since then, Power Rangers have been adapted from Super Sentai off and on, and the two most recent adaptations were Power Rangers Megaforce and Super Megaforce, both of them being adapted from two different Super Sentai series. Megaforce being adapted from Tensou Sentai Goseija, and Super Megaforce being adapted from Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, which is Super Sentai's 35th anniversary series. Now, since I'm going on with the aspects of Super Sentai, let's start off with the Morphin Brace from Tokumen Sentai Go Buster. Now, the Morphin Brace is used to transform 3 of the 5 heroes into their respective forms. This is the brace itself. It has a lot of nice detailing to it. It had a real nice detailing to it, a whole lot of detailing. The battery compartment is here, and you need a little pin to press the button and slide it out. 2 AAA batteries, so it's pretty inexpensive batteries. And let me put it on. Now, before I even put it on, let me take these sunglasses off and switch up to my actual glasses so I can see. There we go. And let's put this brace on. Now, the brace is held by using a rubber strap. I actually like this because it's with the Velcro. So it is easy, but you don't gotta worry about the Velcro messing up on you. And trust me, I wear a lot of I've had to wear a lot of hats that have Velcro, the straps on there, the sides of the hat, and they over time wear out. Now, it fits my wrist pretty good, as you can tell. It does have sounds, of course, so let's cut it on. And as you see, the red light came on. Now it has a dial, 2 buttons, and I'll show this part in a moment. Now, first, let me tell you about the features. Okay, first the dial. As you turn it, you'll press this button to get a different option. So let's press it where it's at now.
Go Busters!
On it, it says Go Busters. Now, you just heard one of the three butteroids, preferably inside of letters. Now, you understand this is a Japanese, so it's a lot of things will be in Japanese, but you can find the translation for this toy online. Now, just like the car mode is random, so is this one. The Let's Driving so goes around the three Zords, just like car mode go around the three Butteroids. Now, that's helps you analyze different things, or if you can pretend to analyze different items. They now while I'm talking through this, they use this during their attacks, and they have a game mode. So let's get to that. Press the button again. Oops. And you can keep doing that. Now we're going to switch up. And you're going to keep doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and cut it on again. Now, to transform into the heroes known as Pokemon Sentai Go Busters, in the series, they turn it down and press this button. But you don't have to do that. All you got to do is press this button. And I will be doing the whole phrase, so please don't laugh. I'm just doing this for so. As you see, the thing popped up, and I keep doing, and I'll keep making this sound. Let's Morphin! And now allow them to transform into their respective suits. Now this part right here does fold in and folds out. Now let's say I'm going to cut the sound off so you can see it. And it's a pretty nice feature. It does pop off. And you do get it. This piece right here would be off when you open it. If you get a brand new, this piece would be completely detached. And you have to attach it yourself. But it's an easy fix. There's a two little pop right here. You have it here. And this does latch so it won't flop around. Now there is a special feature, so let's turn it back on. Now this one takes a little bit, so we gotta spin the dial. Now if I remember right, it says keep turning, turn. Now it does that you can do that a little constantly and get different phrases. So let's try it one more time and see what different phrase we get this time. I messed up the first time. There we go. Huh. That's kind of good. That's kind of cool. I got good morning first, then I got good night. Let's try it one more time. Now, you gotta have a birthday. Now, as I take this off, let me tell you some of the good things about this. One, this was cheap. I actually paid around $20 for this on Amazon. The strap will fit a kid's wrist and also fit mine. Now, the phrases in Japanese is a Japanese choice, so you couldn't expect less. You couldn't expect less, but it actually does have some English phrases in it, which I think is pretty cool. And at the same time, I actually like the design. It's actually so accurate, and it's looked pretty good. It's a great feel to it. As a rating, I'm gonna give this a nice 7. It don't have any gimmicks other than what's featured. Now you can buy the custom. I do believe it's this thing that allowed them to transform into the super forms. I forgot the exact name of it, which you can attach to here. I'm not getting it because I have looked online for it on the same site where I got this from, Amazon, and it's around $60, $62 I think. And I'm not gonna pay $62 for that add-on when I can just get this and hold on to it. Now the next item I'll be reviewing are the two movies: Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie and Turbo Power Rangers movie. Now let's start with the first one, and as you can see, I like the cover art even though it's not the one me as a kid saw, and at the same time it's pretty good. Now I did buy this brand new, but I let my nieces and nephews borrow this movie, and finally got it back not last year. And the cover on this one is actually pretty good. Also, at least this one keeps the cover art in a way, and you see all 5 Rangers, all 6 Rangers of this one, all 5 Rangers. Now I kind of have a little pet peeve with this one, not the movie itself, but the title screen. On the cover, you see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. But when you put the DVD in and the title screen starts up and you start the movie up, it'll just say Power Rangers the movie. I am not happy about that because I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But at the same time, I can't excuse it because some people, because as it went over, as the series progressed, you stop seeing Mighty Morphin and you start seeing Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers, etc., etc. So that I can understand. It's a minor annoyance, and I wish they would re-release it with the original title, but it's nothing I can do. Other than that, I love this movie. It's the picture is great quality. Nothing has been skipped out on, and it's a great movie. This movie actually gets a good rating of I'm gonna say, no, 5, give it a solid 6 out of 10. And that little bounce you heard was my little house dog, Little Mike. I guess he don't like Power Rangers. Now, next is Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. I love this one. My little nieces and nephews love one of the scenes from this movie. And it is a real great movie. Again, I'm a Power Rangers fan. I grew up watching this. And I actually like how they did it. It started off, pretty much when you watch Power Rangers Turbo, you had to watch this movie to see what happened. Because this movie the soul takes all where this love leaves off. And overall, this is such a great movie. It also gets a 6. It does have a special features. This one, I don't remember what the special features are. I think this one had just the original trailer. But this one, you see the original trailer you sent on the theater as well as the making of. And the only difference between the two is you have the suits that they used in the show and the special suits that they use only in the series. Also, the Ninja Quest is retold in this movie. Where in this movie, you see them going into a different world, and who they meet is different. In the show Ninja Quest, you meet Ninja, and it turns out that way. So both these movies get a 6, and again, both of them are great movies. I can't complain. Now the next one is kind of hard, and I had to switch cameras to do this. I had to use this, my Nintendo 3DS camera, to make the review of this bad boy right here. The Power Racing Operation Overdrive Drive Max Megazord. And as you can see, it's so big it's covering my face. But it is pretty good. So I must step off for a moment and let the other me do this review. And I'll be back to give what I think about it. Because it's a lot of things that I say, there's a lot of things that I have to say about this thing. So let's switch up. I'll be back soon. As you see, I have switched over from my webcam to my 3DS cam. And you also see the 5 individual Drive Max Zords. Red representing Dozer Driver. Then you have Speed Driver, which is black. Blue is the Gyro Driver. Dozer Driver is yellow. And Sub Driver is pink. Well, it's the pink Megazord, but as you can tell, it's mostly white and black with a little bit of pink accent. Now, each of them have their own little unique qualities. Dump Driver is the biggest of the 5. It holds the sword, which in the in the Japanese version, this sword could detach, as you can tell, and make a pickaxe and a shovel, and then combine it together. But for Bandai America, they chose to do it this way. Don't know why. I think it would have been better. Speed Driver. I gotta say, I like the detailing on Speed Driver. It has 4 wheels. It's so 6, but this one doesn't move at all. Gyro Driver, I think is cool. I really just noticed it, but you see 3 gyros on it. First one, second one, and the third one right under his cockpit, I would say. Look pretty nice. Dozer Driver is pretty interesting also. It is one of the smallest out of the 5, and it has a little blaster. I guess they figured, well, we're going to be blasting rocks, so might as well use that. And I like the claws and detailing on Sub Driver as well. Now, these Zords can combine 2 ways. One to make the Megazord, and the other way is to make the Mega Truck, which I'm going to sew. Now, I do apologize. I have to sew this off screen because of the fact that I gotta set the 3DS down to do so. So I'm gonna stop here for a moment, and then when I come back, you'll see the Mega Truck. And here you have the Mega Truck. Now the Mega Truck is pretty big, and as you see, I had to move some things around. You see all the Zords chilling out, and it's kind of weird that you have Gyro Driver on top of a Speed Driver. So you literally have a plane on top of a car that's pulling a dump that's carrying a bulldozer and a submarine. It has a lot of bit movement and can still carry the sword. Now, this all 5 Zords form up to make one mighty Megazord called the Drive Max Megazord, and we're going to show you how to combine. Now, I do want to apologize for the shakiness. Again, I'm using the 3DS camera, so I'm literally doing everything one-handed. And though I did one thing off screen, I kind of want to try to show this on screen. So we're going to give it a shot. First, disconnect each piece. As you can see, I'm trying to flip this part out. And make the individual swords. Now we need to start with the easiest one. This bad boy right here. The Dump Driver. This is simple. To make it easy, I'm going to go ahead and fold this down. I did a few takes of this, by the way, so hopefully this will work out. I ain't afraid I made mistakes. Form the legs and the torso by turning this thing around. And I gotta do this for the off screen. Sorry. And we have the torso. Now let's do the chest plate. Let's see if I can do this a one-hit wonder. Oh, almost. Yeah, this is not going to be easy, but I'm determined. There we go. We have the torso. We got the chest plate. Now, the easiest part, I will hope, making the arms. So we take Dozer driver, and make her an arm, and nicely connect. I said connect. There we go. Woo! That was hard work. And sub drive, which is kind of easy. And deluxe by Boken set, this actually transforms the way you would insert in the but we got it easy. And I would like to find the deluxe Daiboken. So and connect here. That was easier than the other one. And now, to quote Voltron, I'll form the head. Or at least Gyro will. Gyro Driver actually, in this case, forms the head. In the actual Zelda, the actual head is formed by Dump Driver, but the helmet is formed from Gyro Driver. So that is kind of interesting how they did it. I actually think it's kind of easy, but it is what it is. And there you have it. The deluxe Daiboken. The deluxe operation over the transforming Driveman's Megazord. Dang, I want to call it a Daiboken. Dang. And I'm going to give it its mighty sword to wield. And it has a lot of different possibilities. Thanks to transformation, it can hold a sword like this. The arms do move. The legs do detach from each other. So you can get more movement from this. I'm not going to do so because last time I did it kind of went on the head. And this does make noise, but the batteries is dead. And I haven't changed the batteries. I've been trying to keep this in the best condition I can. Now, as a reviewer, I have to give this a high score. It deserves the 9 that it gets. And that's all I got to say about it. I hope you enjoy. Now, as you saw, the Drymax Megazord is a pretty good toy. But I have some complaints about it. So I am changing the score because I didn't see this when I originally gave the review. First, the box. As you see, the box has a whole lot more detailing on these two sections. Let me see if I can show it to you. You see a lot of color in here. But when you see the toy itself, it's missing a lot of paint. A whole lot. Even here, there's a black stripe on sub driver, and you can barely see. I'm trying to get to it. There you go. But on the toy itself, you didn't see that black stripe. Because of that, I am ignoring the score that I originally gave it and giving it a different score. But that's not all. Not all at all. And not all. And for this, I actually had to take the toy out. As you see in the toy itself, there's 2 red clips there. The red clips are needed to hold the toy and the whole gyro driver in place. Now, Look at the box. You don't see the red clips anywhere, do you? Wonder why? There's no telling, to be honest. Now, I don't think they used the Daiboken, which is the Japanese version of this toy, but I do think it's kind of interesting that they left so many things out. Because of that, I am giving this toy, this Megazord, a 4 out of 10. The paint jobs is kind of Bandai American standard, but I could have did a lot more. Plus, they could at least, why leave the paint on the picture, but take it off when they mass produce the toy. They really need to step up their game, and I know they have did better because, let's see, Bandai America did a lot of awesome Megazords back in the day. Now, I want to end this show with little thing, a little thing I want to say. First, the things I reviewed are part of my childhood. The Morphin Race was the first Super Sentai Morphin I bought. The Megazord was the first Megazord I had in a long time. I did have the Ninja Megazord, but I ain't gonna lie, I was a kid and I was a little destructive and took it apart. So that just happened. And the movies I grew up watching, they're part of my childhood. And overall, if I had to give this collection a score on its own, just for nostalgic value in itself, I would gladly give it a grand total of 10 because each part represents a part of my childhood, me growing up. The 2 DVDs represent me as a kid. The Megazord, I got it when I was born as an adult, and of course the Morphin Brace I got as an adult, and I actually like the Morphin Brace a lot. It's my first Super Sentai changer. So in collective, I give each one a 10. I give each the whole collection a 10. I hope you like my Power Ranger review show. The next episode is gonna be a DVD only show. I'll be reviewing the Battle Royale 3-disc box set as well as the Hunger Games. So until then, peace, love, and I hope you cherish your childhood. Later.